Hi, welcome back to Married with Gaming. I'm Jen.
I'm Mike.
And today we're going to be recapping our latest game session with OGGM's game.
All right, so let's get this started.
So we last left our heroes on the pirate ship, the Land Crabber, and we were headed toward the Crooked Tower to get to the bottom of this Sarn dragon incident. The tower was where a mage from the adventuring party that originally killed him was supposed to be.
All right, and so the Crooked Tower is actually kind of like a Leaning Tower of Pisa type thing. We found it was under siege by goblins. They had their little makeshift ladders, equipment, and they were trying to push through the door, and they were engaged in a fight with a animated statue of David.
Right. So we distracted the goblins and kind of lured them away from the door, and they were pursued by the statue, leaving us room to drive our ship right up to the side of the building. Some of us sort of did the heroic Errol Flynn leap and swing off the rigging into the building, and others of us just chose to take the cautious route.
That'd be me. Yeah, so I think what it was said, we came in about, the third floor?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. And what we've seen is some goblins. They're mid-looting, going through stuff. And man of action, Captain Rogers, or Captain Landis is what we call him that, basically stepped up, showed him what's going on, and kind of in the classic Indiana Jones face-off style, when a goblin, came at him, he just shot it down. And then we headed upstairs, and more wackiness ensued.
So when we got upstairs, we saw a wacky little creature running around, basically causing chaos, yelling, "I'm naked," and "fix me a sandwich," and apparently terrorizing the goblins that were looting that floor. So there were 4 terrified goblins hiding from what they called the frog in this small room.
Yeah, and then more chaos as 44 started grabbing goblins and pitching them out a window.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some goblins stabbing him. Captain Landis joined in.
Mm-hmm.
And then it looked like 44 seemed to take a couple daggers. One through the foot, hitting hit there for a second, and one to the eye as a critical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he was getting pretty beat up there. Then another group of the goblins pushed like a burning item. I can't remember if it was a chest or a barrel, but they pushed a burning item down at us through the hallway, causing more chaos. So we were kind of trapped at one end of the hallway with the captain and 44 fighting some. And then we had the burning chest and other goblins threw a smoke bomb.
Yeah, it was something to...
Yeah, some kind of a smoke bomb. So we kind of had a little bit of a fray there.
And through the fight in the room, I think Captain Rogers Landis, he killed the goblin that was on 44.
Mm-hmm.
And then the little creature running around, he had a bloody knife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got him to eat them, like a shark or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Honey joined the fight, going on a full ruler rampage.
Yeah.
And telling them thou shalt not steal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't anger Nurse Honey.
And they also seem to have been using like a dumbwaiter in one of the rooms too.
Yeah, the little
traverse. Creature
was using the dumbwaiter to go up and down and terrorize goblins throughout the building. We finally kind of got a little bit of a pause. We kind of took care of the goblins that were the immediate threat, and we kind of looked around the rooms. We were able to recover some books. One, The Idiot's Guide to DOS, I think is what you found. A religious text, a book on snow.
And some other various... I just grabbed them up.
Yeah. And Captain Roger Landis snuck upstairs to kind of see what was going on up there to do a little scouting for us. He saw a group of goblins waiting by the dumbwaiter for the creature to come back. And then there was a blue-skinned lizard creature standing over a dead human in the middle of the room. And he seemed to be the one that was in charge.
Yeah. But then, more weirdness. The little creature, the homunculus, it was coming down the stairs towards eating pizza. Yeah. And it told it that was the wizard, that was its master, and it was dead.
It was dead, yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we went into the room and we found a trapped chest that had a bunch of weird spiritual tentacles coming out of it. And
I think they did shocking grasp.
Yeah, something that they were battering people down pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, I believe Captain Landis went down, and we had to revive him.
Yeah. And then we used your spell.
Slime Claw. He was my little errand boy this time, and he was able to get past the tentacles and grab at least something out of the chest. Mm-hmm. And then we had, about this time, fire starting to spread because the goblins had thrown that burning whatever it was. And most of the rooms were divided up here with tapestries. So there was a fire burning upstairs. So we run upstairs. The lizard man, who I think was like a dragonborn, was in the middle of some sort of a spell. So he had swirling, balls of energy around him. And 44 shot him, hit him, interrupted his spell. So, of course, he got angry. And he decided that he was going to breathe on us.
Yeah, and so after, I don't remember who dodged, who didn't. I was not up there. Oh.
Yeah, I think you and I were in the back. But
yeah. Okay. After that, we figured out made a pulley system to lower everybody out of the burning tower. Mm-hmm. When we recovered our ship that had moved away a little bit, we found the homunculus fishing off the side of it. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And
So I think Honey went down from the breath weapon.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then we found a chest up in that room, too, that had a rhino in it somehow. A rhino came out of the chest.
The chest appered to be some kind of either like a portal hole or conjuring type chest.
Or a chest of holding of some sort.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but then the pulley system, I think Cal fell coming down. He was the last one down, and he fell coming down and got hurt again pretty badly. So we were pretty beat up by the time we got out
from
there.
Failed rolls.
Yeah.
Then
so the pirate captain was off of the ship and engaged in combat with the statue. Yeah. Not doing great.
No, so we rolled up to him to rescue him, and to get the statue's attention, I used magic because I figured that would actually hurt it because everybody else's effects weren't. Mm-hmm. So it moved away from for enough for us to rescue him, and then we headed back to the tenement from Dunkirk.
Yeah, we basically outran the statue.
Yeah, the statue.
Yeah, I think the blue lizard guy that got away, his name was Lord Kasuth, I believe, and I don't remember how we learned it, but he was heading towards some place called the Oasis. But we decided to go back to not Dunkirk to resupply and heal because we were in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, they tracked him. The other characters tracked which way I was going.
Yeah. So we got back to not Dunkirk to find that Sven, the leader of the Lucky 13, had been murdered supposedly by orcs.
Yep. Why?
We don't know. But the remnants of the Lucky 13, however many there are now, went after the orcs. So
I immediately looked for healer person, kind of ignoring the people in town, because we still had people that were like down and not recovering. That was my primary thing. But I guess later we looked over what we got in the treasure,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a pair of gloves,
Mm-hmm.
the liquid mercury bottle,
Mm-hmm.
um, the elixir, which we had identified later, and a mysterious bottomless chest.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that's kind of where we left it. So we'll be starting next session. We do know that Lord Kasuth was looking for something in the Crooked Tower and apparently didn't find it because he was complaining about failure.
Well, this probably is all part of these little pieces to some map.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got that out of what I recovered out of the books, and we'll have to wait to see what I found out from that.
Yeah. So we're excited to play this week. Continue the crazy fun. So we'll put the links if you want to watch the whole game session. That is on OG's channel, and we'll put the links as always in this video.
Well, thank you for listening to us ramble on about our game.
It's a really fun group of people. So, yeah.
Well, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you for watching, and please take a moment to like and sub.